joined by Coach Regy Thorpe. We'll open up for questions.
Coach, just obviously the schedule now, the first three teams you guys play are the top three teams in the country. How do you think that's preparing you guys for the road ahead?
Yeah, I mean, we opened up with Maryland, and the ACC sets a schedule, so they gave us Carolina and Stanford. So it's challenging, but again, it's another good opportunity for us to hopefully have a good road trip out to Stanford and battle a really good team.
Yeah, just like days after that game, I'm sure you guys have seen the film now. What are some of the improvements you saw from the game on the game?
I think just our fight. You know, we shot the ball a little bit better, but we still got to overall we got to shoot the ball better. But and we certainly got to clear up the clearing. You know, and that hurt us in the first half, and then clean up the big cards. So I think a lot of positives. Our fight was real good. Really proud of the team, but we got to clean up those areas. Stanford puts a lot of pressure on you when you're clearing and getting out of our DN. So that was been a focus all week. And Stanford's aggressive team defensively. We got to certainly stay away from the back checks.
Coach, you were leading UNC at the half. If you're in that situation again against Stanford, what's it going to take to play a whole game and come out with the win?
It's all about playing a full 60. I think we played 40, 45 minutes of good lacrosse versus UNC, but you got to play a full 60 or more against teams like Carolina, Maryland, and going into Stanford.
What adjustments do you make to kind of get that extra 15 minutes of high effort?
I think it's just learning. I think at the end of the day, teams they've done a great job preparation, and the scout team's done a great job, and it's just finding the small builds and building, and hopefully we can go from 40, 45 minutes to a full 60 or more.
Coach, a couple of tough, tight losses early to really, really good programs. How do you kind of keep the ship steady? How do you keep the players' morale up?
It's leadership. Kids came to work on Sunday, and we learned from the UNC film, and just got to keep building. The scout team's done a great job all week preparing us. So again, it's just next one up, and we got a good travel day tomorrow out to California. Get out there, get on some grass, and get a feel for those ground balls, and our goalies making saves on grass.
Coach, you've touched on the difficulty of this opening stretch. Is it something that's weighing on the mind of the team at all, or just next team up?
Yeah, I think you come to Syracuse to play good teams. At the end of the day, you look at our history over the years of playing, top three, toughest strength of schedule in the country. It's no different this year. So kids come to Syracuse, they want to play the best, and they've shown a lot of grit and heart. And I think again they're ready for the challenge.
I know you said last week shot selection was a big focus for Carolina. Any big focus this week ahead of Stanford?
I think Stanford just top to bottom they return 99% of their team production wise. They added a nice transfer from Boston College, S-back kid. So like I said, they're a really good team. We got to be good all over. Good draws defensively, offensively, clearing, and certainly shot selection.
Do you prepare differently at all not playing at the Dome this week?
Yeah, I mean we're on grass. We're unfortunately there's not much grass we get on in Syracuse, but we'll get out there tomorrow and we'll get on some grass. And I think the biggest thing is ground balls, and then our goalies getting the feel for those different bounces on the shots, especially the low ones.
When you look at the attack and maybe some of the struggles, I should say, in these first two games, is it more of the opponents you're playing or something on your end? Just what is it?
It's a combination. I think we played some really good defenses, and at the same time, our kids are learning and adjusting to Coach Nicole's system, and just gotta keep learning every week and keep building.
Coach, you're probably not going to get another stretch like these first three games the rest of the season, but are there any games that you have earmarked for the rest of the year to really show what this team is capable of?
No, we're just focused on Stanford. It's an ACC game. We're 0-1 in the ACC, so we gotta keep pace with the back here. So we're 0-1, and we're focusing up on our second ACC game.
Coach, Daniela's faced some of the top scorers in the country. Describe what this is going to do for her down the stretch, having faced some formidable challenges like this.
She's from California, so she's certainly got a hop in her step for playing out there. But she's right at 50%. Dee's doing a good job in front of her, and we got to take care of the ball on the clears, and then we got to take care of the ball offensively. We can't play that much defense. We played a lot of defense in both of our previous games, so we just got to find a balance. We got to find that balance of giving our D a little rest, and we got to keep trying to figure out the draws. That's huge. Again, this weekend we've made a few strides, and then we go 2 steps forward, 1 back. So we're just keep plugging away at the draws and the draw circle.
When you look at Molly Gussick, just what is it about her game on the attack that has stuck out to you and maybe you guys can use even more going forward?
Molly's, she's doing good. I mean, she's a sophomore, but she's generating a lot of shots. She's got to bury more. She's sprayed the ball a little bit, but she does it. Every practice. I mean, she makes plays, and so she's always going to have probably a few more shots each game than her teammates, but she's got to bury them. So she's just she's working every day, works hard. She watches a lot of film, and I think she's just going to get better as the season goes.
Take a couple more if anyone's got them.
Yeah, I guess just 2 games into your tenure as a head coach, is there anything that's surprised you as a head coach, or anything that stuck out to you being a head coach?
No, it's been great. At the end of the day, we're 0-2, but the kids are working hard, and we have a lot of support from the community. Another great crowd. The previous week in Potomac, we were 2,900. First game, we were almost 2,500. So, community's been great. And again, the kids are working hard, preparing for Stanford.
Anything final? Thank you, Coach.
All right,
Thanks, Coach.